So I hope this is gonna be the last repair attempt video, because I think I found the problem. There's a video, I'll link it, of someone that showed how this can be done with the engine in the bay. 3.6 pentastar V6. So it wasn't the camshaft rockers, valve rockers. It was actually a rod bearing, which is the cylinder rod. So you can see the piston there, and then there's the rod, and there's a bearing here, which is essentially a aluminum sleeve, sacrificial to save the rod and the crankshaft. And mine was loose, so it was number 4 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was this one. I replaced it already. So, for example, side to side play is okay, minor play, because it's supposed to be kind of loose there, but up down play is not good. So that one was really loose, and here's the actual bearing. So yeah, that's what happened to it. Luckily it was still there. It didn't reach the metal part. So the difficult part was actually narrowing down what size of bearing to get. Before I continue, the other guy's video must have been on a Jeep, where the engine is front to back. On the minivan it's east to west. So on his, he had to remove the steering column, I think. But on this one, we have the exhaust that's in the way. The best way I found was to remove the exhaust from the catalytic converters, and then this lowers enough to allow this upper oil pan to come out. Yeah, there's a lower oil pan, there's a pickup oil filter, oil pickup, oil pump. Oil pump almost can stay there. There's a chain on it, but if you take out these bolts and leave it in place hanging, you can move it enough to take the other parts out, to not completely take it out. Oh, and one more thing. When you try to take it out, there's 2 bolts on the back, and you have to get to them there. So let's rotate this. Yeah, no, actually it's not that. So you have to get to them through these little holes on the bottom, and they're here. It actually can be done with the small ratchet. The problem is that it's right where the support column is. So there is a way it can be done without removing the support column. You just need to kind of fish in the parts. Use like this one, fish it in, and then use the small ratchet wrench underneath, and then you're gonna go there and get it out. So yeah, so that's the removal and how to get to it. That's the hardest part. It was getting these 2 out. The rest is kind of easy. Now, let's talk about the bearings. So there's when you go to look up bearings, there's standard and there's oversized. Oversized meaning the gap is oversized, so you need to get a thicker bearing. And the weird part is this: my crankshaft diameter was smaller than spec, which is 59 to 58.9. Mine was 58.58, so almost half a millimeter. But the weird part is my rod circumference diameter diameter measurement was actually smaller. You would think if it wore out more, it would be bigger, but my gap was smaller compared to spec, which is 62 to 62.17, 0.18 to 17. Mine was 61.7, so that made it a little bit confusing, but regardless. So I got the standard. The standard measures about 1.5 or so. Okay. Standard part number is this: 5184112 Alpha Frank. There's 4111 and 4113. Those are like manufacturing spec, smaller and larger, but they're the difference is fraction of a tenth of a millimeter, so it's not really for our purpose, which is used engine replacement. Now, yeah, and they look like this. The stamp doesn't really tell you much. We got another pair, which was actually wrong. On the listing they said it's oversized, and when I open it's actually standard. You can see it says STD, standard. Okay, and it measured the same as the OEM. So I got instead, and the gap was it was still loose in there. So then I got the 0.25 millimeter oversized, and this one measures around 6.7, 6.6. Yeah. Anyway, so this seemed to have done the trick. And yeah, so I replace that. It rotates. There's a tight gap now, but it's tight. That's it. So now going into assembly. Yeah, this one has the gasket. I'll apply. The all pan has a formed rubber gasket that I bought. That's it. That's how to fix the rod bearing on 3.6 pentastar.